Hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome to another daily video Devo. Rene here in my office today. And this last weekend, we talked about believing the best, making positive assumptions, and how that can bless every single relationship you've got. There's a gap between expectation and reality, and what you put in that gap makes all the difference. And there's only two things you can put in that gap. You can assume the worst, or you can believe the best. And when you believe the best for people, people can tell. And it just brings so many positive things to a relationship. This is a biblical principle. I didn't mention this verse in church this last weekend, but in Ephesians 4:29, it says, "Do not let any unwholesome talk," and that literally means corrupting, rotten talk, bad talk, come out of your mouths in your relationships, but it says only what is helpful for building others up, that it may benefit those who listen. Look that verse up for yourselves, Ephesians 4:29. Now, here's where I want to go with this today. I was just reading a great daily devotional by a guy named Gil Stieglitz. Gil is one of the pastors at a church I love, Bayside Church, near Granite Bay, California. And he talks about a habit that every healthy relationship has. And this ties right into what we were talking about this last weekend. He says, you have to learn to express every positive thought or feeling that you have about the person you're in a relationship with immediately. Express every positive thought immediately. That's so good, because how many times do you say to yourself, you know, she is so beautiful, or I really love that person, or that person is so wonderful, and then you don't say it? Probably hundreds of times. Why not say it via text, via phone call, write a little note? As soon as you think something positive, you express it. Why? Every relationship that you're ever in is going to have tough times. It's going to have challenges, whether it's your marriage, your relationship with your kids, relationship with your friends. So since those negative times will come, we've got to build up positive reservoirs before those droughts, before the negative times. And the best way to start building positive reservoirs in your relationships is by expressing those positive thoughts. And Gil, in his Daily Devo, suggests some positive things you could say. Things like, you know what, I love how hard you work. I was just delighted watching the way you play with the kids. I was overwhelmed with joy watching you take out the trash. You know, I was just thinking back on the time that we did this or that, and I was just filled with joy just from the memory. Or, have I told you recently that I think you're terrific? And then give some specific example. Thank you for working so hard every day. Look at who you are becoming, this wonderful, competent person. These are all things that you can say to coworkers, to friends, to kids, to your spouse, and they will help build each other up, like Ephesians 4:29 says. God bless you. If you practice that today, express every positive thought or feeling immediately, I know you are going to have a great day building up your relationships. God bless.